ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ओम. I'll chant the verse and after that Guruji can start. Next we Sushupti Avastha, the deep sleep state. Next we move to the sleep state. It is very easy to understand. Ada Sushupti Avastha ka aham kimapi na janami. Sukhena maya nidranubhuyate भूयत इति सुषुप्त्यवस्था कारणशरीराभिमानी आत्मा प्राज्ञ इत्युच्यते.
I know I always ask, what page are we on?
Page 149.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Would you like me to read?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. The student asks Atta, so hereafter, Shushupti Avashtaka, what is the sleep state of experience? The teacher answers, in the sleep state there is neither the external world seen through the sense organs, nor is there the inner world projected through the vasanas. Neither the sense organs are operational, nor are the vasanas activated. We have these two-in-one musical players. They have a radio and also a cassette player, and there is a selector switch. If we push the switch in one direction, the radio will play. This represents the waking state. Then if we change the switch to the cassette player, it will play the recorded cassette, which is already inserted in the player. This is like the dream state. And if we don't want to listen to either the radio or the tape recorder, we can select another switch, which indicates sleep. In this state, it neither plays the live program nor the recorded program, but the player is asleep. It is in the Sushupti Avashtaha. Similarly, in our case, also there is a total non-experience in deep sleep state, but this is also a form of experience. And how do we experience that state? Aham kimapi non jnanami. I do not know anything. We don't experience anything, neither the external world nor the internal world of projection, and therefore we do not have the reactions that we have in the two avashtas. We do not have worries. We do not have anxieties. They all belong to the waking and dream states. In Shushupti, all the emotions are resolved. Worries are resolved. Anxieties are resolved. Even pain in the body is also resolved. The author describes this state as sukhena, comfortably, with total relaxation. Maya nidra snubhuyati, sleep is experienced by me. So we experience nothing except deep relaxation. This experience is called Shukha Ajnana Anubhavaha, experience of total peace and ignorance of everything. But the interesting aspect is that we experience this not through an active mind, because in sleep the mind is also resolved. The vasanas are not functioning. Memories are not functioning. Emotions are not functioning. Thus the mind is also a resolved condition. Therefore this experience is registered in the dormant mind, the resolved mind, and the passive mind. The passive mind or resolved mind is also called Karana Sariram, as we have seen before. Since the sense organs, the mind, etc., are all resolved at the time of the sleep experience, we can never say we are experiencing sleep. If we are able to say that we are experiencing sleep, it would mean that we are not in the sleep state. We need to be in the waking state to make this statement. Thus, the experience cannot be claimed while undergoing the experience. We can claim the experience only after we return to the waking state. We can never use the present tense, but can talk about the experience only in the past tense. We can say, I slept well, I knew nothing, I was very happy, etc. Thus, the Shushupti avashtaha, we are identified with neither the Sthula Sariram nor the Sukshma Sariram, but the Karana Sariram, in which everything is in the potential latent condition, seed form. Therefore, here the Abhimananam is with the causal body, and in this state we are called Karana Sarira Abhimani. The author gives a technical name, prajna, to a person in the Shushupti Avashta. To sum up, Stula Sarira Abhimani is Vishwa, the waker. Shukshma Sarira Abhimani Taijasa, the dreamer, and the Karana Sarira Abhimani Prajna, the sleeper. This concludes the discussion on Avashta Trayam.
I think we can discuss this.
Okay.
Any questions? So this one was quite easier because Sushupti Avastha is nothing but deep sleep state where we always say that we slept very calm and quiet. So that kind of a sleep is called deep. That kind of a sleep is uh, Sushupti Avastha without that deep. Yeah. And the last time we had there were several questions being raised by Ganesh and we were discussing that. So I got the answers from Prashant as well. After the death of the Sthula Sharira, the memories don't actually get erased as I pointed out then. They lie dormant inside the mind, maybe in the dormant mind or something. I'm not sure. They lie dormant, and some people do. It is because of some people can do some yoga sadhanas and all. Some there are people who have remembered past life instances and all. Normally, it is the vasanas alone remain, and memories, past life memories, and all get dormant. That's all. But it does not get erased. The vasanas are we know, the vasanas and samskaras only remain, and we know about that certain like small child knowing mathematics and all like that, doing very being good at mathematics like that. Some vasanas we still have in the next janmas, but the memories lie dormant. And sometimes it is possible to remember all some instances of the past lives. And some this it happens to some people, and some people do it through some yoga sadhanas. And again, there are then the other question was what was um, do you remember the other question?
Anjuji had raised, is it implied that the dream state we have experienced past life? And she also asked whether daydreaming is in the waking or the dream state.
Yeah, the daydreaming.
Thanks.
Daydreaming is yeah, the daydreaming is actually be a mix of both states. Actually, we don't need to. Sandy said this that we don't need to put this into like boxes or something. Like it's not that concrete. It's there can be mixed avasthas like a part sometimes like just like gunas and the sattva rajas tama gunas. So we have seen where they come in mixed form. So similarly, these avasthas can be mixed. So daydreaming is a mix of both sushupti and dreamers. Sorry, the daydreaming is a mix of waking and dreaming state. So sometimes one may be a little um, more than the other. So depends on the case, but daydreaming is generally mix of both states.
Thank you, Shamuji.
Anything on this?
I just like to add, I had listened to Swami Paramatmananda ji, and he very nicely explained in gist. I just remember because I'd heard it that subtle body, basically the Sukshma Sharira has only one birth, one Srishti duration. Sorry, Stula Sharira has only one birth duration, and causal body, the Karna Sharira, they continue srishti after srishti until the seed for the next creation of gross and subtle bodies come up. I don't know if anybody has heard this, but very beautifully he's explained the summary of these three states. That's all I just like to add.
Thanks, Arun. I have heard it from Garvan and I think we can move to the next one.
Do you
We
want me
can
to
do
read again?
no. Hemanji can start reading. But I think we can divide this portion. Actually.
Okay. Panchakoshaha, the five sheets or covers. We now move on to the last set of five anatmas, which are known as Kosha Panchakam. The Panchakoshas, the five sheets, the five encasements or five layers of personality. The student asks, Panchakoshaha K. Ananyaha pranam pranamayaः मनोमयः विज्ञानमयः आनन्दमयाश्चेति. The question is, what are the five layers or covers of the personality? A layer can be compared to a case. Just as we have a case to cover the knife or a sword, in the scriptures such a case with reference to the itself, such a case with the reference to the self is called koshaha. The teacher lists them starting with Annamaya. We have to add the word koshaha. So Annamaya koshaha, food modified sheath, is a case or sheath or personality which is formed by the modification of food that we consume. The second is Pranamaya koshaha, the pranic energy, the invisible energy sheath. This is talked about by pranic healers also. The third is Manomaya Koshaha, the mental sheath or the psychological or the emotional layer of personality. The fourth is Vijnanamaya Koshaha, the intellectual sheath, which corresponds to the rational, intelligent layer of personality. And the last one is Anandamaya Koshaha, the deepest level of personality, which is the source of Ananda. The source of relaxation, rejuvenation, and revitalization. Sati, it is cheti is only a conjunction. Cha iti, which means and, as we have seen earlier. Having enumerated them, the author now goes on to define each of them. If we carefully follow, we will find that each subsequent one is subtler than the previous one, with Anandamaya being the subtlest in the group. Annamaya is the grossest visible layer. In fact, we can see only this layer. We cannot see the uh, pranamaya layer of others. Only when a person tries to get up from sitting on the floor, we will know how his pranamaya is working. If getting up is difficult proposition for me, it would mean that his pranic layer is feeble. Before we get into the detailed exposition of each of these layers, it is important to understand that these five koshas are not five new anatmas, but are only new names for the three sharirams which we have already discussed. The same three sharirams are divided into panchakoshas for another functional angle. This is similar to the structure of our country or state. We have several divisions based on the different standpoints. They are called zones. If we take functioning of the railways, the entire railway network is divided into 8 or 9 zones. If we take the functioning of meteorological department, they have divided the country into 20 or 25 zones. The country is same but is divided differently from different functional standpoints. Likewise, three sharirams are divided into 5 koshas from another functional angle. According to this classification, the physical body or the Stula Shariram is called Annamaya Koshaha. Similarly, the Karana Shariram corresponds to Anandamaya Koshaha. There is no difference between Karana Shariram and Anandamaya Koshaha. They are but two names given from different standpoints. Just as the husband at home becomes managing director at the office, Sukshma Shariram, the subtle body, is divided into three functional divisions, which are the other three koshas: Pranamaya, Manomaya, and Vijnanamaya. Now let us look at the text to understand each of the five koshas better.
I think
Annamaya.
energy now and logic.
Is it Ganesh ji or me?
Normally, you can
Oh,
start
oh,
after
okay,
you
okay,
finish and after.
okay.
You can read. Okay, I mean, let me see how. Let's divide it. Okay. After that,
Okay. Now
otherwise the
let
same
us.
person will be.
Oh,
Read.
okay,
You can read after dividing.
okay. Now let us look at the text to understand each of the five koshas better. Annamaya, the food sheath. Annamayah kaha अन्नरसेनैव भूत्वा अन्नरसेनैव वृद्धिं प्राप्य अन्नरूपपृथ्व्यां यत्थ विलीयते तदन्मयः कोशः स्थूलशरीरम्. The author explains why is it called Annamaya Kosha. Before we see the answer, let us ask ourselves as to why the physical body is called Sthula Shariram. Since it is gross body perceptible to our own sense organs and also to others' sense organs, and because it is solid, tangible, concrete, and really a heavy body, it is called Sthula Shariram. Similarly, Annamaya Kosha is so called because it is a product of Annam, food. The whole gross physical body is manufactured out of the raw material called Annam, or the food that we consume. Let us consider how a human body is formed in the womb of the mother. The parents have consumed food. There can be no doubt about it since they are alive. The food that is consumed by the father will get converted into the seed in the body of the father, which we call sperm, and which is the main cause for the production of the physical body. But father alone is not enough. Similarly, the mother should have consumed food. That food consumed will get converted in the mother's body into an egg or ovum, that is, sperm or seed in the male body and ovum or egg in the female body. These two are called Anna Rasaha, since the body is formed only by the joining together of these two. The author says, Anna Rasenaiva Bhutva, come into being only due to Anna Rasam. In Sanskrit, it is expressed as Shukra Shonita Rupa Annaraseneva Bhutva. Shukra means the seed. Sonita means egg. So, Annarasa is the Srishti Karanam, the cause of the creation of the body. After the body has been conceived and the fetus has been formed in the mother's womb, how does it grow? The growth of the body, the survival of the body also requires the same annam. So, the mother has to consume healthy food and also extra food for the baby. If there is malnutrition in the mother, it will affect the baby, indicating that baby is also sustained by the mother's food only through the special cord called the umbilical cord. In the scriptures, there is an Upanishad dealing exclusively with maternity. It is called Garbho Upanishad. It deals with in detail how the child is formed, how the child grows, etc. But we don't need to study that Upanishad now because here we are interested in moksha and not begetting children. The author continues, Anna Rasaneva Vriddhim Prapya. The physical body grows because of Annam, and therefore Annam becomes not only Srishti Karanam but also the Sthiti Karanam, the cause of the survival of the body. Then, after 9 months of conceivement, the baby is born. Till then, the body survives by the food eaten by the mother. But once the baby comes out and thereafter, if the body has to grow, the baby has to consume the food. So, once again, Annam gets converted into carbohydrates, proteins, salt, minerals, calcium, potassium, sodium, iron, etc., which are collectively called Anna Rasam. After this, the body grows up into a particular time and then starts to decline after 50 or 60 years. At this time, the intake of Annam also becomes lesser and lesser. On death, the body gets mingled with the earth and become fertilizers for the plants grown on the earth for the production of food. Thus, the body becomes the source of food for the next generation. The author says, Anna Rupa Pritvyam Yatha Viliyate. Viliyate means merges. Anna Rupa means the source of food. Thus, Anna Rasam is not only Srishti Karanam, not only Sthiti Karanam, but also Laya Karanam. From food we come and to food we go back. Since Annam is Srishti, Sthitihi and Laya Karanam of the body, it is called Annamaya Kosha. Mayam means product, that is, product of Annam, and it is another name of Sthula Sharira.
Now, Ganesh, you can start. Ganesh, you can start. Prana. Actually, you are muted.
Sorry. Okay. Hari Om. Pranamaya kaha. Sorry, Pranamaya, the vital air sheath. Next, the student asks, Pranamaya kaha. What is Pranamaya? What is meant by the energy sheath? The energy personality, the pranic personality, which the pranic healers are supposed to read, rectify, and collect the health problems. They talk about an invisible aura around the body, around our body. The author explains, Pranadhyah Panchavayavah Vagadindriyapanchakam Pranamayah Koshaha. The author says, Pranadhyah Panchavavyaha, the pranic layer, consists of five-fold physiological system. These are prana, the respiratory system; apanaha, the excretory system; vyanaha, the circulatory system; samanaha, the digestive system; and udanaha, the reversing system. These are called panchavayavaha. They alone are responsible for the generation of energy. When this energy gets exhausted, we feel hungry. This stored energy is expressed in the form of Kriya Shakti, the power of action, which expresses in the Pancha Karmendriyani. Each Karmendriyam is an outlet through which the Kriya Shakti expresses itself. Through our walking or talking or even undertaking physical exercises. Thus, the Pancha Karmendriyani also comes within Pranamaya Kosha. Therefore, the author says, Pranadhyaha Panchavavyaha, the fivefold physiological system, Vak Adi Indriya Panchakam. Vak, we know, means the organ of speech. Adi means etc., i.e., the other four organs of action, which are Pani, Pada, Payu, and Upastha. In a dead body, Annamaya is present, but Pranamaya has left. Manomaya, the mental sheath.
From Manomaya, sorry, from Manomaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you want me to continue or you will
No,
take
I
over?
will read. I will read.
Okay. Okay.
You can divide portions, otherwise the same person will be.
Okay.
Manomaya, mental, uh, it's echoing, right? Please mute. Manishni, please.
Oh, sorry.
My voice is echoing.
So continue. Manomaya, the mental sheath.
No, no. And I will read Ganeshji. I said your mic was not muted. That's it. My voice was echoing.
Okay. Uh,
Thanks. Manomayaha, the mental sheet. Manomayaha kochaha kaha. Manashcha jnanendriya panchakam militva yo bhavati sa manomaya kochaha. Manomayaha kochaha. The main part of the psychological or emotional sheet is our mind. Mind is the seat of all emotions and also the seat of all desires. So Manomayaha represents Ichha Shakti. We have already seen that Pranamayaha represents Kriya Shakti. Manomaya's job is generating the desire. Pranamaya's job is to fulfill those desires. So desire comes first, then fulfillment. In keeping with our want to learn Tattvabodha, Manomaya desires, and Pranamaya brings us to the classroom, which helps us to sit through the lectures. That is the job of Pranamaya. Manaha, which is the emotional mind, the desiring mind, the fancying mind, the mind which builds castles in the air. That mind which goes on wishing and wishing, irrespective of whether the body has any energy or not. Now we can have desire only for something which we know. We cannot desire an unknown thing. This is the principle people use in advertisement. They repeatedly show their product on the television and other media so that we know all information about their product. And the desire to buy is born out in our mind. So that so desire requires collecting the data with the help of Jnanendriya. And so the author says, Manasta Jnanendriya Panjagam Militva, by combining the mind with the five sense organs of knowledge, ear, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Militva means combining. Yo bhavati samanamayaha kosha. That which is born, or that which results in its manomaya kosha. The psychological or emotional shift. Pranamaya is a combination of 10 organs and now either Anjuji can, she, it is possible for her to read. Anjuji can continue. Then Hemant is back to Anjuji. Anjuji, can you read? Is it possible? Anjuji? I guess then
It's the
Hemantji can.
Vignana
Yeah,
Oh,
can you read? Okay. Please read.
you want me to read or Hemanchi read it?
Yeah. If you can read, definitely.
Okay. It's the Vignanamaya kosha, the intellectual sheath.
Yeah.
What is Vignayamaya, the intellectual, rational, and the knowledge layer of personality? Buddhihi jnane indriya panchakam militva yo bhavati sa jnana Nanamaya kosha. Nanamaya kosha. The authors answered that it is the expression of jnana shaktihi, kriya shaktihi requires ichya, desire, and desire requires jnanam, knowledge. Without knowledge, we can never desire. 100 years ago, people would never have had desire for a computer or computer games because they do not know such a thing as computer was possible. Action presupposes desire. Desire presupposes knowledge, and Vignamaya Kosha represents the knowledge. That is why the author says, Buddhi Jnanindriya Panchakam Militva, by combining the intellectual faculty with five sense organs of knowledge: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Militva means combining. Thus, after knowing and discriminating, judging, weighing the pros and cons, the buddhi decides yo bhavati sa vignanamaya kosha, that which is born or that which results in vignamayaha. Whatever we desire, we know, but whatever we know, we don't necessarily desire. We know many things, but we use our discriminative power to decide whether we should desire or not. There are many desires in our mind, which we happily drop for various reasons. A bald-headed person comes to know about a particular brand of shampoo, which is supposed to be very good for smooth hair. But what can he do with this knowledge? It is irrelevant for him. What will an advertisement for some hard-to-bite savories mean for a toothless person? He might read about all such things. If teeth are not there, the new knowledge will not produce any desire. Taking another example, a new car might have been advertised costing, say, rupees 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs. Now this person who sees the advertisement may like, but has no money to buy. So we have to remember that wherever there is desire, there is knowledge, but wherever there is knowledge, the desire need not arise. So, jnana indriyam are common to manomaya kosha and vijnanamaya kosha. All these are components of shukshma shariram, i.e., pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha. Just to recap, pranamaya represents kriya shakti, manomaya represents ichya shakti, vijnanamaya represents jnana shakti.
And now Hemanji can start from Anandavaya.
Okay. Anandamaya, Anandamaya, the bliss sheet. Now what is left is Anandamaya Koshaha. Anandamaya Kaha. Evameva Karana Sharira Bhuta Vidya Sta Malina Sattvam Priyadi Vritti Samhitam Sat Anandamaya Koshaha. Etat Keshapanchakam. Anandamaya is the same as Karana Shariram, and we have already defined Karana Shariram as the state when everything resolves into seed form at the time of Pradayam. The seed condition of everything is called Karana Shariram, and at the time of deep sleep state we get to a condition which is very nearly similar to Pradayam. It is not that the world is resolved, but at the time of deep sleep the world is as though resolved for us. For others, the world continues, but for us, it is seemingly disappeared. We don't experience the external world. We don't experience the dream world. We don't experience our own physical body. We don't experience any emotion. We don't experience any knowledge, and we do not even experience our very individuality. Our ego is also totally dissolved. At the time of deep sleep state, we are in seed state. This state we have already seen is called Karana Shariram. So the author says that this Anandamaya Kosha is Karana Sharira Bhuta Karana Sharira Bhutam means born out of the nature of. We should remember that Karana Shariram was given another technical name Avidya. It is not a regular Sanskrit word. Normally, avidya means ignorance, but here it is used in a technical sense called Mula Avidya, or as the author prefers to call it as Avidyastha. When we are in the Karana Shariram, that is in the deep sleep state, we have got twofold experiences. One experience is total ignorance. We are unaware of anything. In fact, we don't even know that we are sleeping. Sleep does not have a present tense. We can say he sleeps, but we can never say I sleep. So in sleep or Karana Shariram, we experience Agnanam or ignorance. Sorry. And here Agnanam is called Malina Sattvam. This is again a technical word, which means obstructed knowledge. Lord Krishna discusses this in detail in Bhagavad Gita. We will learn this when we study the Gita. Here it is sufficient to note that Malina Sattvam is a technical word for ignorance. The second experience is total relief from stress, tension, and worries. This is what is called Anandaha. Who does not love to sleep? Everybody loves to sleep. Everybody loves sleep because of Ananda, which the sleep gives not only to the sleeper but also to the sorry, but also to the others who may feel happy because they enjoy some peace because of this person's sleep. For example, a baby, and that too a naughty baby sleeping, is the greatest relaxation for the mother. All young mothers know that. So the second aspect is happiness, which is indicated by Priyadi Vritti Sahitam, which is associated with the different states of happiness. Priyadi Vritti refers to degrees of happiness. The Shastras grade happiness into three layers. Just as in English we have 3 degrees of comparison, happy, happier, happier and happiest. In the Shastras too, happiness is graded into 3 layers. When we see a desirable object, we get a feeling of happiness by merely seeing it. Suppose in a shop, we see an object we like, the very sight gives us happiness. Then we buy that object. We may possess that object, we are happier. When we possess that object, we are happier. And later on, when we actually use the object, we experience the highest happiness. This is called Darshana Sukha, Grahana Sukha, and Anubhava Sukham. Seeing pleasure, owning pleasure, and enjoying pleasure in Sanskrit. The corresponding words are Priyaha, Modaha, and Pramodaha. These are 3 degrees of happiness. These 3 degrees of happiness are experienced in sleep also, depending on the depth of sleep. We experience deep sleep, deeper sleep, and deepest sleep. In deep sleep, we wake by ourselves. In deeper sleep, we do not wake by ourselves, by somebody has to wake us up. In the deepest sleep, we neither wake up, the we neither wake up or on our own, nor even if somebody tries to wake us up. Thus, depending upon the depth of the sleep, our experience of joy varies. Thus, Anandamaya consists of Malinasattvam and Priyadi Viddihi. Such a Karana Shariram obtaining in sleep is called Anandamaya Koshaha. Priyadi, that is Priya Adi, means Priyaha, etc., that is Modaha and Pramodaha. Finally, the author says Etat Kosha Panchakam. These 5 put together is called Panchakoshaha. But essentially they represent 3 Sharirams only. So, really speaking, there are only 6 Anatmas, but if we separately count the Panchakoshas, it will become 11 Anatmas. Now we go on to the topic of Atma.
Let's stop. And discuss. Any doubts or any questions? One thing I would like to say that we had this discussion on Aditya, and we should not confuse it with ignorance. Swamiji states it. He'll be explaining it in the Gita and other higher texts, and in the other scriptures in Upanishad classes and all. Swami Paramatmananda ji himself will explain Avidya. So here he is just saying ignorance. It is also ignorance, so that it is I think he is saying ignorance because in the same meaning as something that is opposed to knowledge, not in the general sense what we call ignorance. So you shouldn't confuse that with a lack of knowledge. The text doesn't deal much with avidya. That is why probably Swami has not explained avidya in greater detail. Let's not confuse that with avidya. That's the point I want to make. Yes.
The other point I would add is about the 3 split between Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, and uh, sorry, we started with Annamaya, then Pranamaya. So basically, uh, the whole relation that we have around what we see or hear is what we think, and what we think is what we do. So it's very logically explained, and in a way in which you can actually relate to those the 3 koshas from that perspective. I would say more from a real life perspective.
Yeah. The three koshas Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, and Pranamaya, Manomaya, and Vijnanamaya are actually in the same Sukshma Sharira. And the
Hmm.
Anandamaya kosha is Karma Sharira.
Yeah.
So we have to remember this. Uh, Pranamaya kosha represents the Kriya Shakti because it has the energy to do whatever we decide to do. The energy is Pranamaya kosha, and we implement it with the um, we implement it with our Annamaya kosha, the physical body, and the energy we get from uh, Annamaya kosha, and we can. This is all pure science. We see that. Yeah, we use the energy from Pranmaya Kosha and implement it. And for that, desire comes in our mind. So, Manomaya Kosha. For that, the decisions are made and knowledge is gained, and also decisions are made in the intellect. This is Vijnanamaya Kosha. And Anandamaya Kosha is explained as Karna Sharira. We can stop here. If any points to make, you else we can.
No, it's clear. Just reflecting on what we have read. Thank you.
Then we can proceed. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ
Hari Om.
Thank you, Hari Om.